Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
In just 2 days, former President Donald Trump will surrender to Georgia authorities. What will happen at the jail and what makes this local case against him different than others?
Literally had to take his hand off of me and push him off of me.
A popular television judge opens up for the first time about the sheriff who she says groped her.
This morning, gas prices are up. I'm AJ Sisson live with the tool that you can get right now to help find the cheapest gas in our area.
We want to thank you so much for waking up with us right here on WJCL 22. Good morning. I'm Emma Hamilton.
And I'm Frank Solkowski. Let's go ahead and get meteorologist Jonathan Myers in here. And Jonathan, continuing to track the very busy tropics.
That we are, Frank, and it is very busy, no doubt about that. Got several areas that we are watching. One getting ready to make landfall on the coast of Texas. That's Tropical Storm Harold. Tropical Storm Franklin on its way maybe to become a hurricane by the weekend. Tropical Depression Gert will continue to weaken, and then a couple more areas out in the Atlantic that could develop over the next several days. I'll track them out for you here a little bit later, but also tracking for us today that'll impact all of us is this heat and humidity. Another hot one on tap for us. No surprise, mid-90s. Our average high now is around 90, so it'll be well above that this afternoon, and maybe a small chance for a spotty shower or two this morning right there along I-95 is where we've been seeing those showers this morning, parts of Chatham County, also around Richmond Hill. A little heavier rain from Hinesville all the way down to Little Wissey. Also Jessup has seen some showers there along Highway 25. So some wet roadways as we start the day. I'll detail more of this wet forecast that we'll see first thing this morning along the coast, and also the hot forecast that we'll see later this afternoon in less than 10 minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Jonathan. Well, in just days, former President Donald Trump is expected to turn himself in on his election indictment in Georgia.
We want to check in now with our Amy Lou, who is live for us in Washington this morning. And Amy, what makes this process in Georgia a little bit different from the other 3 indictments that we've seen?
Well, we know, Emma and Frank, that former President Trump will turn himself in on Thursday. He'll be booked at the Fulton County Jail and have to pay $200,000 of bail in order to be released. It's actually the first jurisdiction Trump has been charged where there is a bond. His attorneys and the district attorney's office were at the courthouse yesterday negotiating the terms of his pretrial release. The rules bar Trump from talking about the case details with anyone but his legal team. He also can't threaten his co-defendants, witnesses, or alleged victims online. Now, Trump's arraignment, where he enters a plea, is not expected to happen the same day as he's booked, as he has in other cases. The district attorney says instead that will take place in early September. Frank and Emma.
Hey, Amy, the booking process is also expected to go differently than other cases. What can you tell us?
Right. So the Fulton County Sheriff says that Trump will still have his booking photo taken. In most cases, people going through this system will also have their fingerprints taken, although that is not clear right now as the local police and Secret Service work out the details of all of this. Now, Trump has also been spared from taking his photo and being handcuffed in the other cases that he's dealing with. That's because of his status. He's also likely not going to face a lot of time in jail in Fulton County with his bond already said. It's very likely he will be released early on. Frank and Emma.
All right, our Amy Lou live in Washington for us this morning. Amy, we appreciate you. Thanks so much.
There's a scar that he left. And what I really resented is that someone could have that kind of power over me. That somebody could make me in that moment feel helpless. I have never felt so helpless in my entire life.
Only this morning, a sheriff is out of a job after admitting to groping a popular television judge. This all happened in Bleckley County, Georgia. That's just outside of Macon. Yesterday, Sheriff Chris Cootie pleaded guilty to misdemeanor sexual battery and resigned. He says last year he grabbed TV judge Glenda Hatchett's chest.
He poked me just momentarily in the chest. It's right in the heart of Georgia. But then he grabbed my breast. He grabbed my left breast. He squeezed it. He then started rubbing on my breast until Thomas Brown intervened. Literally had to take his hand off of me and push him off of me.
Hatchett says that she had to go to therapy afterwards. The sheriff's attorney says that he takes full responsibility for his actions.
All new this morning, a federal judge has temporarily blocked a ban on gender-affirming care for kids in Georgia. The law took effect statewide July 1st. Back on Sunday, a federal judge ordered state officials to stop enforcing the law. It bans kids under 18 from getting hormone therapy. Well, this morning, families here and all across the country still battling inflation. The price of just about everything is up, and we want to hear from you this morning. What's affecting you the most? Is it the price of groceries, gas, childcare, or maybe your mortgage or rent? You can vote right now on our live interactive poll by scanning the QR code there on your screen or visiting WJCL.com/vote.
Right now, we want to check in with WJCL 22 News' AJ Sisson. And AJ, I know you've been tracking these price surges, so what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, Emma, Frank, the numbers are pretty wild. The average cost of gas has gone up 30 cents in the last month. And actually, according to AAA, here in Georgia, the average cost of a gallon of gas is $3.61. From a month ago, that was $3.35. That's a 30-cent increase just about. But Chatham and Bryan counties are seeing some of the highest prices in the state at $3.70. And in South Carolina, the average price of a gallon of gas is $3.45. So it's not as drastic, but not as drastic of a jump from last month as it was $3.32. In our area, also seeing some of the highest prices is Jasper County at $3.60 and Beaufort County at $3.57. Now, there's actually a great tool that you can download on the App Store right now called the Gas Buddy. We actually looked up the cheapest gas prices in our area, and here in Savannah, it's actually at the End Market on Abercorn, just off of Apache Avenue. And in Beaufort, it's at the Shop and Go on Sam's Point Road and on Ladies Island. We actually have more information for that app and a link to their website on our website at WJCL.com. Anything to help save a cost, as you guys are definitely seeing in the poll below. So Emma, Frank, back to you.
Yeah, anything to save a buck.
Yep. Thanks so much, AJ. And you just mentioned that poll that we have going on right now. Groceries leading the way. A resounding 61% of you say that's the price surge that is affecting you the most.
It's pretty painful right now.
Yeah, I mean, everything has gotten so darn expensive. So again, a reminder, you can vote throughout the morning by scanning the QR code there on your screen or by visiting us at WJCL.com/vote.
Well, this morning the cleanup is on in Southern California following Tropical Storm Hillary. Record rainfall wreaked havoc on communities there. Small creeks were transformed into raging rivers, carrying tree trunks and boulders, and some areas even saw more than a foot of rain there. In Oak Glen, the only bridge in and out of the town is buried in feet of mud.
That's going to be a lot of work to get out or to get the bridge down again. They'll probably have to bring a backhoe in or something.
Hundreds of people had to be rescued there. Officials are now saying that the flood threat won't be over for days. Right now, nearly a dozen Red Cross volunteers from South Carolina are heading to California to help those dealing with the aftermath of Hillary. Our ABC affiliate in Myrtle Beach reports that they'll help provide shelter for those who have nowhere to go. They'll also give them a hot meal and emotional support.
Traffic Track 22, not a big problem out there on the roadways this morning. Some wet roads. We've had a few showers, even a couple of thunderstorms roll through our area over the last several hours. Hardeeville to downtown, about a 30-minute commute coming out of Jasper County all the way into Chatham County. A little slowdown there on I-16 eastbound this morning, and no accidents at this time in the Low Country. Also Savannah, Richmond Hill, and back off to the west, I-16 westbound all the way toward Statesboro. Frank?
All right, thanks.